After my big crash where I needed assistance from the flying doctors, understandably I was a little nervous. This is my first trip since the crash and all I could think about was just take it easy. Within 2 hours I completely lost any nerves and was overflowing with the magic of motorcycling. It's springtime and that means there's lots of colour, even the cows are a little frisky.
Settle down you two over there.
And I'm off to my favourite roads in Oz, the Snowies. This is a really easy trip. 2 days, 1,200 kilometres, perfect weather and the perfect welcome back destination after my crash. Every time I buy a bike, the first thing I do is ride it to the Snowies. As April is all shiny and new again after her repairs, it's only fitting to take her to the Snowies again on this ride. It's October 2025 and after a great winter season there should be heaps of snow about. Only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. This is my first trip since the crash, and you know, of course I'm going to be a little bit nervous on the first trip back. You know, just take it easy. That's the most important thing today. Enjoy being back on the bike. Now, I've also got a feeling, did I miss anything in the repairs? I did all the repairs myself. Is anything going to show up now? Yeah, so there's a few uneasy feelings going on at the moment, but look at this for a distraction, the vibrant yellows of these magnificent canola farms. Now, here's a tip for you. You don't have to go all the way to Canawindra or Cowra for the canola farms in central New South Wales. The closest ones to Sydney are these ones here just in Goulburn. In fact, they're just across the road from the new racetrack, One Raceway in Goulburn, so they're super easy to find and super easy to get to. You're welcome. Okay, so this trip, it's a 2-day trip just down to Thredbo and back, my usual trip that I always do. Something that's very familiar and pretty easy as well, so should be a great trip. 2 days, 1,200 kilometres round trip. Now the way I'm going down to the Snowies is different. I've never been this way before, so should be all new and exciting, and hopefully a bit of snow by the time we get to Charlotte's Pass.
All right, first bit of dirt. You gotta love an old rusty truck. Look at her, she's a beauty. I don't know, just something about old rusty vehicles on the side of the road. They look awesome. I can smell them from here. Whew. Oh shit. I better go have a look at this. Doesn't look too bad. That looks awesome. Okay. I'm going to get my shoes wet here. Oh man, this is totally awesome.
Okay, I admit I rode over the crossing 3 times, and you'll have to excuse my excitement because this is my first river crossing ever, and it was fantastic. The water was low, clear, the sun was right above me, so it clearly showed the edges of the crossing. Basically, I was overthinking it at first because it was a non-existent river crossing and ended up being way too easy and way too fun.
Man, I was so nervous this morning. I was so nervous leaving. You know, obviously I had a big crash on the last trip, a bit apprehensive on this one, and within a couple of hours on the bike, and I've been in some beautiful countryside, past the canola fields, an awesome river crossing. I've totally forgotten how nervous I was and just how awesome it is being on the bike. Yeah, man, I'm back, baby. I'm back. We're back. G'day, April. We're back again. Oh, settle down, you two over there. You two settle down. As what is it? It's springs in the air. That's what it is. Awesome. Totally awesome.
Mount Gladstone Lookout overlooks Cooma to the north and the view is meh. But looking to the south, we get our first proper glimpse of the Snowies, and Mount Kosciuszko is looking mighty, mighty fine. There's just something about riding towards the snow, and knowing that all this winter magic is less than 100 kilometres away pumps me up in a big way. It's one of those magic of motorcycling moments. After riding through great landscapes on this trip to get here, the Snowies are the reward, the cherry on top of the cake, and I'm ready for all that Snowies awesomeness. Speaking of great landscapes, this region, Monaro country, is showing off with thousands of boulders. Now, for years I've always wondered what's all this about. Google tells me it's the result of volcanic activity. Whatever the case, I think it's spectacular. One view I really love is riding over the crest to see Lake Jindabyne for the first time. It's an impressive reveal, as if Jindy is saying, "Welcome, thanks for riding down here today." What a great way to wrap up the day's ride. Fun fact, The old town of Jindabyne is at the bottom of the lake. The new town was rebuilt higher up to allow for the dam to be built and catch all the snowmelt for the Snowy's hydro scheme. I'm staying here in Jindy tonight, but with a view like this, I'm going to make a quick run out to Thredbo and back. As simple as this sounds, I get really excited when I see the road markings change from white to yellow. For me, it feels like I'm crossing the border into the Snowies. Okay, so before entering Kosciuszko National Park, I'm just going to quickly turn right into Bullock's Flat for a second. The Ski Tube Alpine Railway starts here and runs winter services to the ski resorts of Perisher and Mount Bluecow. It's a quick diversion to check out the wildlife because you will 100% always see deer and eastern grey kangaroos. Entering Kosciuszko National Park, there's a $7 fee for a 24-hour pass and you're on your way. The road to Thredbo is spectacular and fun. Brilliant twisty blacktop winding alongside the Thredbo River, and luckily today the added bonus of snow on top of the mountains.
So every time I come to Thredbo, I always park the bike in front of the sign here and get a photo. That's just, it's kind of like the done thing whenever I do a Thredbo trip. Now, the signs changed, the bikes have changed over the years, but the one thing that hasn't changed is that I always come down to Thredbo. I've been to Thredbo more than anywhere else in Australia on the motorbike. It's just, I don't know, there's something about the ride down. I can go a million different ways from Sydney down to Thredbo and a million different ways back up again, and it's always fun. And then when you get down here, it's just peaceful, it's relaxing, and this time around there's a heap of snow around, which is just awesome. I haven't seen that much snow in a long time. They've obviously had such a great winter season that the snow's still around. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there's a lot more snow along the road to Charlotte tomorrow, to Charlotte's Pass tomorrow. So fingers crossed, we'll see with that one. But for now, I'll just do a quick lap through town, see what's going on in town, and then call it a night back in Jindy.
Now, the reason I come to Thredbo, obviously apart from the great motorcycling trip that it is, I come down here with my brother-in-law. We go mountain biking down the gravity trails or the Thredbo Valley track, the TVT, or we come down here for family holidays with the kids. So it's just a winner. I love it down here. If I could sell it to you, I really would. I love it down here so much. It's just fantastic.
It's pretty quiet though. When there's a mountain bike event on, it's just pumping with people and bikes. Obviously in winter it's pumping as well, and then in between it's a bit of a ghost town actually. There's not much going on around here.
At the end of the day, I head back to my accommodation in Jindy. I do recommend staying at the Discovery Park. It's about $100 for a cabin by the lake, and with many inclusions such as a sauna to unwind from the day's riding. There are Discovery Parks all over Oz, and I use them basically on every trip because it's such great value for money. Now, to think I was really nervous this morning only to have a magic first day back on the bike, well, if today was magic, then get ready for tomorrow.
Sorry for the language, but that was a real pain in the ass.